Thursday, yes, I will definitely take it to the office.
Come
on the
on
10th?
Thursday evening for the party, for the opening. Come.
Okay, no problem.
And then on the 10th.
Okay. Somebody that speaks the language that tells the person what up.
What are the languages you speak?
Oh boy. Oh boy. I speak 4 different languages from Benin. I speak Fon, Mina, Zulu, and Yoruba. And they're all from the south of Benin. And
Yoruba you have in
50.
Nigeria too?
Yeah. We speak in Benin 50 different languages.
Wow.
And I only speak 4 out of them. So you have, after that I have French, English, German, and Portuguese. I sing Portuguese too.
Do you sing in Portuguese? It's a beautiful language.
It is a beautiful language.
I couldn't even hear the difference between Brazil Portuguese and Portugal Portuguese.
Oh, the Portugal Portuguese, I can't. It's like somebody put some hot potato in your mouth. You understand nothing.
Yeah.
See, them Portuguese is music.
Yeah.
Just listen to them talking, just like floating like music. And that's what is the beauty of it. I don't sing in German language at all. I learned German for 5 years in school.
Yeah. But it's not a, it's a chop.
But it's beautiful when you find, the thing that I like about German literature is the precision. It's a language that is really precise, and it's this and not that.
Like German.
And I like that. You need some precision a little bit. Sometimes people say nonsense and think that it's okay, and that nonsense might become sort of, problems later on. And in Germany, when it's blue, it's blue. It's not kind of blue, it's blue. That's what I like.
What did you grow up with? Eating food-wise, what did you grow up with?
Man, I was fortunate enough to grow up with my grandmothers. And the thing that I like to do is to compare the way my mom cooked the same thing as my grandmother. Because sometimes you eat the same thing home and then you go to your grandmother, the same food is at your grandmother, it doesn't taste the same. And I like to mix the spice, and that's how I start doing my cooking, trying to find out what is in the cooking of my grandmother that is not in the cooking of my mother. Is it the portions? What is it? And my grandma said, I just put the same thing, it doesn't taste the same. It's the same water, but it still doesn't taste the same. But I grew up eating with somebody that speaks the language that tells the person what up.
What are the languages you speak?
Oh boy. I speak 4 different languages from Benin. I speak Fon, Mina, Zulu, and Yoruba. And they're all from the south of Benin. And
Yoruba you have in
50.
Nigeria too?
Yeah. We speak in Benin 50 different languages.
Wow.
And I only speak 4 out of them. So you have, after that I have French, English, German, and Portuguese. I sing Portuguese too.
Do you sing in Portuguese? It's a beautiful language.
It is a beautiful language.
I couldn't even hear the difference between Brazil Portuguese and Portugal Portuguese.
Oh, the Portugal Portuguese, I can't. It's like somebody put some hot potato in your mouth. You understand nothing.
Yeah.
See, them Portuguese is music.
Yeah.
Just listen to them talking, just like floating like music. And that's what is the beauty of it. I don't sing in German language at all. I learned German for 5 years in school.
Yeah. But it's not a, it's a chop.
But it's beautiful when you find, the thing that I like about German literature is the precision. It's a language that is really precise, and it's this and not that.
Like German.
And I like that. You need some precision a little bit. Sometimes people say nonsense and think that it's okay, and that nonsense might become sort of, problems later on. And in Germany, when it's blue, it's blue. It's not kind of blue, it's blue. That's what I like.
What did you grow up with? Eating food-wise, what did you grow up with?
Man, I was fortunate enough to grow up with my grandmothers. And the thing that I like to do is to compare the way my mom cooked the same thing as my grandmother. Because sometimes you eat the same thing home and then you go to your grandmother, the same food is at your grandmother, it doesn't taste the same. And I like to mix the spice, and that's how I start doing my cooking, trying to find out what is in the cooking of my grandmother that is not in the cooking of my mother. Is it the portions? What is it? And my grandma said, I just put the same thing, it doesn't taste the same. It's the same water, but it still doesn't taste the same. But I grew up eating. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Damn, I like that. I gotta bring my curry to Japan then.
When you travel, you've been all over the world. What is the food? What is the country you like most for the food? What is
Italy.
Italy. Do you like the pasta, or what do you think?
No, it's not it's not the pasta that I like. What I like in the Italian food is you feel the sun in the tomato and the vegetables, because they don't bring it from somewhere else but their own country. And every region have the way of doing its pasta. And also what I like is the Napolitan mussels, cozze napolitana, the way they do it. Oh my goodness, just black pepper, salt, and steam.
Nice, right?
Oh, you eating, you drop dead. I'm not. I just like simple and tasty food.
That's good.
And also the smell of the food is the beginning for me of appetite. And the way you present it. If it doesn't look good, doesn't smell good, I can't put it in the food. People don't know if you're not in the creative part of it. People think that cooking is just cooking. For me, it's an art. It's not only an art, but you have to cook with your heart.
Yeah.
When I started cooking, I was 8 years old. I come from a family of 10, and my mom teach everybody how to go to the. My mom said, cooking is not when you get to the kitchen. Cooking started in the market when you start choosing the ingredient that's going in. You have to choose it with love. You have to have a vision of what you want to do. So when you go to buy somewhere, you have to be in sync with the vegetables, with the tomato, with everything. And then when you start cooking, the process of cooking started when you're in the market. So my brothers, all of them,
They know how to cook.
shoot. My mom said, "What? You want to eat? You cook."
Wow. That's not very African at all.
But
That's completely
she
different.
had trouble with the family of my father. I said, "What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
You're trying to feminize our boys here." And my
No,
mom-
I'm trying to give them the rest of their life.
but my mom said, "No, I don't want any woman to suffer what I went through." It's not written somewhere that women, when we marry men, we have to be their slaves. They can do both, because it takes two to have a child. So if we both can bring a child to this world, we both can feed them, can dress them, and can wash them. My brothers know how to wash the clothes, how to iron. My brothers still do my hair till today. They know how to sew. My mom said, "You gotta be independent. Your wife, God forbid, if she's sick, what are you gonna do? When you come back from work, what are they gonna eat?"
In Ethiopia, it's very, very rare. People in Ethiopia always ask me, Marcus, what do you mean you're cooking? I said, I'm cooking. Yeah, but men don't go into the kitchen. I said, yeah, I do. So we know for me, when I started to introduce them to, like, I'm a chef, and then, like, when I started to tell people, they're like, but you're not cooking. I said, of course I'm cooking. And it was so they don't even go into the kitchen.
I know. I was in Ethiopia, and I've seen it. I mean, it's the same in Benin. Men don't go to the kitchen, but more in Benin than anywhere else, because it's such a matriarchal society that you see chefs cook, men that cook home in people's homes, in restaurants, and doesn't bother women to eat their food. They don't care, and men don't find it hard. But in some countries, it's not like that. In Ethiopia, for example, women are there, and in some villages in Benin, it's like that. You go there, your men are sitting under the tree, and the women are carrying stuff everywhere, cooking, and I'm like, shoot, get the hell out of there, help you. I remember once I was in Benin, and we were coming from a village, and I was in a car, and then I passed, and I said to the driver, go back. The man was walking with his both hands in his pocket. The woman had something on the head. She was pregnant, a baby on the back, and something on both, and then a little boy. And I went to the man and said,
Come on.
"Isn't something wrong here?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Your wife is a mule?" "No, she's my wife." I said, "Do you love your wife?" He said, "Yes." I said, "She's pregnant. She has a baby in the back. She has another one in the head. She has something in the head. And you have 2 hands free and you can't do nothing. What a useless man you are."
In Africa.
I told him in that country. He looked at me and he goes, "Oh, you're right." I said, "Then go get some stuff."
Go get something.
Because I'm who I am. Because he knows me and he's in our capacity. What are your limits? Once you know that, you work within a frame that you know you're comfortable in. So that's why I did 2 years of classical training, vocal training, and I did 3 years in jazz. So,
which one do you enjoy the most?
Both of them are different and complementary. It's all about how you deal with your breath. And because of I've fled my country for political reasons, I was not able to speak to my parents for 6 years, and those were 6 years, the most horrible 6 years of my entire life. And once I finally met Miriam Makeba and we started talking, I understand the pain she went through in exile, because her mother died, she couldn't come, her daughter died, there was no family there, and she went through hell. And that pain stayed with her until she died.
Hey, I'm so happy to have a little lunch with you, and I hope to see you at the Red Rooster in about a month.
Oh yeah.
This is, you have to think about Red Rooster, that's yours. Anytime you drop anything, anytime you want to come and listen and eat, we're gonna have everything from open mic for the community to jazz musicians.
Okay, that's what it is.
And when you
basically, you bring in Africa here.
we bring in Africa.
That's
here.
it. That's what we have to do. We represent Africa, and we have to show the beauty of Africa,
Yes.
and tell the people it's not only about misery, it's not only about war all the time, but very successful, smart, and really African all around the world. Just open your eyes and find it.
Inspiring me a lot.
I
I want to take a